now time for us to go and speak with our resident inspector, Inspector Sheridan Hill from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and we are going to talk about illegal protests, because for some reason people think it's okay to go and block a road and light a fire, and it inconveniences people.
Definitely. So we want people to know that if you're disaffected and you want to express your views and so on, you can do that, but it must be within the confines of the law, right? So what you find happening at a lot of protests is people, they block the road, they throw debris, garbage, and so forth on the roadway. And, you know, we want people to know that those are offenses. You can't be charged. So you can be charged under the Summary Offences Act. You can't be charged under the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act. You can also be arrested. You know, you can be charged under the Litter Act. And depending on what flows from your behavior, because remember, when you block the road, depending on how you do it, you can, you know, create accidents and so on. And depending on what happens, more serious offenses can flow. So we want people to know that, yes, you can voice your opinion, your disaffection and so on, but do it within the confines of the law. The other thing I want to mention too is that at these events, you have persons, they use obscene language, they assault my fellow police officers, and we're not going to tolerate that.
But then in some cases, people will say the officers were being very harsh towards them and was using excessive force. And using excessive force.
Yeah, and in a lot of instances, the persons are allowed, you know, to do that. And police officers, for whatever reasons, we decide we're not going to fully enforce the law. So we want people to know that when you do that, you are breaking the law and you will be arrested. And
we have had instances in the recent past where people were having protests and police had to intervene, people were arrested.
As they should.
And there was the incident in UWI where the students were having a protest and a couple of students were arrested and charged for obstruction of justice.
People, you can express your views, but do it within the confines of the law. And then not only that, when you do that, you block the road and you throw all this garbage and so on. Think of the inconvenience. You have students going to school. People are going to work. Think of the productivity that is lost. So we want people to know that this is wrong. We are going to fully enforce the law and curtail that.
So what is the legal way? There is a process. So is there a process for people to go through if they want to have a demonstration?
All right. So you have public meetings and public marches. And under the Summary Offences Act, you have guidelines. So you apply to the Commissioner of Police with not more than 14 days before, at least 48 hours before the event. You get your permission and so on. But even if you get that permission, you still have to obey the law when you're doing so, when you're protesting and you're having your public march and so on. When all these unions and all these different people are having their marches through the streets and so on, it is done in a particular way. In fact, the police officers are there to assist them along the route and at the event where they're having their meetings and so on. So we want people to know, you know, the residents in different areas, when you feel a particular way and you want to express your opinion, you can do it. Yeah, but do it within the framework of the law.
Yeah, because somebody on social media, on our Facebook live stream, is asking, what is the acceptable way to protest?
So if you stand at the side of the road, you have a placard and so on, you can't do that. We've seen it for decades at the Parliament, and at other places as well. So you can protest, but do it within the confines of the law.
And if you don't do it within the confines of the law, you can be arrested and charged under the Summary Offences Act?
There are many different acts. When you go and you litter in the streets, you can be arrested and charged.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not aware that littering is an offense for which the police has the power of arrest. Without a warrant.
And that is a conversation that we'll definitely have, talking about littering and police being able to arrest people, because I think we in Trinidad and Tobago do that too often. We litter and then we complain about flooding and everything. Inspector Sheridan Hill, thank you very much for coming on and chatting with us this morning, and next week we'll continue this very important conversation.
Definitely, my pleasure.
Take a break for the news and come back.